Hello and welcome to taik18. Last week we have seen about how we can add nested gallery in PowerApps, and on top of that we are going to add how to use the common search and how to use individual column level search filter in PowerApps. If you now look into this one, I have this product key, which is I have these bikes and road bikes, and this is showing up the list of product what I have. And if I want to filter it out by some black products, then it's just filter it out in the black here. And now let's say for example I want to filter it product by the 44 size, then it gives me all the available 44 size. So this time it has filtered this product name column, and earlier it was filtered to color column. And now let's say for example if I want to pick 387 the product, then it's also filtered to this column. So this is about the common search, and also we have this at column level search. So here for example if I again filter to black, it just filtered in black here, and here if I want to filter it to just for 52 for example, then it also gives me 52 here. So each and every column level filter and also the common level search options is available. So how can we do this? Let's look into that in detail. Before going into that, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. Okay, if I close this one, and now if we go back to the previous screen which I have developed here, this is basically this data table here which I have used here. If you look into this one on the right side, it's data table, right? So it just added the columns here, and these are the columns which we have added here. And now we don't have a default option about to search at a column level, not even we option have a common kind of search options. To add that functionality, what I have done here is I just added a text label here, text input here, and this rounding of the radius I have just set it to be 25, so that the look and feel is like this one, rounded corners. And I added a search text as a text box here, and I have given this name here as taik18 common search _1. So this is a data table which I used here, and for this data table I used collections as a source for this one. If I click on the data table and go to these items here, I use this dim product filter. This is what I have used here, and here I need to add on top of that a search functions which is in PowerApps. If I open up this search function, it is asking me to add a source text column, right? So I just need to use the text box, which is usually this one, search text here, and comma I have used this one taik18 common search _1 dot text here. And after that we need to add the name of the column within double quotes actually. So the reason for this is basically we are just mentioning about in which column we need to search these values what we are adding up onto this text field. So here I mentioned about the product key, product name, model name, and the color. So these are the columns that we have, and I'm just adding up all those here. So let's say for example if I remove this here from this list, and then if I run this application, and now if I filter this, let me zoom out here, if I filter this to black for example, then it's giving me black here. And if I filter it like 340, 336 for example, then it's actually not giving me the result here, even though we have this 336. So let's say for example if I filter again 311, it's not giving us the value. The reason for this is we have not added that particular column into our this one in the search criteria. So if I go back again, select this data table, and then under items if I add this product key, this column name must be as per the source column name, whether it can be a collection or it can be a direct from your SQL server or whatever it is, but it has to be the exact column name what is available on the collection. So right now I have this product key, and now you see automatically it has filtered the value, and now we are able to see the value of 311, and this is the product information what we have. And this is a common erase option which I have added here. I will tell you that later part of this video. And now let's look into this column level filter. So right now we don't have this. So right now we don't have this option about column level filter as a default option in the data table. So what I have added here is two things. One is a label. If you look into this one, it's a label, and also this is a text box here. So for each and every column I have added a label and as well as a text box here, so that it can just give the look and feel about that we are filtering it on a data table, and it has on top of this one. Basically I just have formatted this to be the background of the blue color and font to be in white color, and for this also there is changes on the borders as well. So if I just remove this just to showcase you, actually the default column which is available for the data table is already there. I just added these two labels and a text box on top of this one, so that we can see this, it's actually a part of the table itself, it's not somewhere else on the side. So likewise I have added these things here, and for this to work what we need to do is, which is the filter function. So I have added this filter function here, and this is the search option what we have seen just before. And here if I go inside to this filter, what it says here, it's filter source. We need to pass the source here, and this is the source, and then we need to use the logical test, logical test, logical test, and logical test. So we can add multiple parameters to this one. So I'm using filter here, and then I'm just using the same here with the search, because I want to use both these options, common search as well as the column level search. So I'm keeping this as it is. After that I'm just using comma, and this is the name of the column, which is txt product name underscore search product name underscore 1.text equal to product name. So this is basically the text column what we have added onto this screen, and the product name is the name of the column available on the collections of the data source. So likewise I have added all these 4 columns which we have added here on the data table here, and now we need to use in function here, so that only it can able to search inside to that. So after adding to this one, if I run this application again, and now if you see here, if I filter it to just show me 650, then it is filtering me the bikes of the 650. It is searching inside to this one. It's like a contain search, so it says inside to these options. So now we have this 650, and also we have this black as well as red here. So if I filter it here red, and now it's giving me only the red columns here. And still if you want to filter it something else on top of this one, like if you want to filter a 330 product, then it's actually filtering. So now both of the functions is working, the common search as well as the column level search. And the last thing is the erase option. So if I click here, then it's actually erasing everything and giving me back the entire data. So how this is possible is basically I have just added an icon here. You can just click on insert here and then search for the icon. If I just search for erase, then it's giving me the erase icon here. I just use this icon, and then on select property I have just added one variable here, so which is update context clear text box equal to true. I mean the semicolon, the colon true. So this actually creates a variable which contains the value of true to clear the text boxes. So on each and every text box, so these are all the text boxes what we have here. So every text box has a reset property. So in the reset property of this text box, select all the text boxes, and here on this one fields options we have this reset option. So here if you click on reset, now we have the clear text box option. So if you set this one, when it is turned to true, then it's everything will clear from this text box, and if there is a value, then we need again to change this value into false. So for this, so each and every text box also has one more property, which is on change. So on change of this each and every text box, I have added here update context clear text box semicolon colon equal to false. So in the erase I have used it to be true, and here I am using it to be false, because then only it actually works on the way that if it is a false, then it convert into true. And that's the reason how it works. If we have some values inside to this one, let's say for example black here as well as for here, and now if I click on erase, it actually resetting the property from false and true. Now it's everything is erased from here. So this is how you can able to use the column level filter as well as the common search in PowerApps. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure to turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.